Hello and welcome back to another Sibelius tip. Today I want to show you how to create all the text on the first page, all the different kind of text styles. And some of them are automatically created by Sibelius, for example the page numbers. So I want to show you how we can adjust the page number to what we really want, because Sibelius automatically creates, if I remember correctly, an inner edge top page number, but I would like to have a centered bottom page number. So I'm going to adjust things also. Sibelius YouTube only allows me to upload a 15-minute video length. So in the first part I'm going to show you how to create all these styles, and in the second part I'm going to adjust all the settings, the positions and the styles when necessary, the text styles for all these different texts. So let's start with just open up Sibelius and create a new document first, and I want to see how far I can go if I start with a completely blank page. Create, no, nothing yet. It's okay, there we go. So let's start with the first page with a header. Header after first page. Well, it's an interesting concept if you think that we only want to do the first page, because header after first page will not show on the first page. And the reason for this is because the first page has so many other text styles already that a header on top of it would be too crowded. It would clash somehow with the title, or for example, or with an instrument name at the top left, if it would be too long. The title would clash into it. So, or the header would clash into it. But we have to make it anyway on the first page, but automatically it will be hidden. So let's start. All the text styles can be created from the create menu, text, and then text, or by right clicking on the page and text. So let's start with the header after first page. This is part of the system text, meaning it goes to the whole document on every page. We choose header after first page. We click here. There you have it already. It is not possible. We have to have an instrument first. So let's create an instrument first. So we just take a general. Let's make a piano. I wanted to say how far we can go with the blank page, but not so far apparently. Okay, create text, or the system text, header after first page. And we click. We are going to call this according to the style, so header after first page, and after clicking out of this text field you will see it will disappear. There you go, it's hidden now. You can see it on the view hidden objects, and there it is, because it doesn't belong on the first page. And if we create the next page, you can see it appears there. And here you can also see that Sibelius automatically creates a page number inside Edge, or in this case, yes, inside Edge. And we are going to check later how we can change these settings, because I want to have a centered bottom page instead. But for now we just leave it like this. We take away the second page. I want to only show a first page. So next is the instrument name at the top left. So it means the instrument name here. Sometimes we need an instrument name, sometimes we don't. It's also a personal preference if you want to show it. But mostly in solo instrumental scores, like a piano solo, we don't show an instrument page name here, instrument name at top left here. If it would be a score for more instruments, like an orchestral score or a chamber piece that had more instruments, then we're going to show it, and we're going to show it as full score. We title it full score. I will show you how this works. For example, imagine this is for string quartet. So we have more instruments who will play from their own separate parts. So this is called to be a full score. We go to text. Wait. Yes, we go to text, we go to special text, and then instrument name at the top left. We click there. And because this is imaginally a string quartet score, we're going to call it full score. Full score. And all in capital letters and with a little space in between. A full score. So in case this would be a part extracted, for example, from a full score, we would give this the name of the instrument part, and only the first letter would be a capital. For example, violin. Then it would look like this. In the case, however, of a piano solo part, there would not be any full instrument name at top left at all. So we can take it out. So we leave it, because I took the piano as example, we leave this instrument name at the top left out here. Next is going to be the title. I have a little trick for the title on the font size. Depending on how many characters in the title, I choose another kind of font size. So it's always a little bit relatively correct and nicely divided. Title we are going to choose from create by create, text and title. You click one time, we call it title. There you go. The subtitle in the piece is the same. Create text subtitle. Click, we call it subtitle. Then we go to the dedication text style. Same way. Create text dedication. And we call it dedication. There you go. Yeah, as you can see, automatically it goes to the top and it is italic. Next, the lyricist, arranger or editor text information. You can all these elements you can use the same text style for. So it's going to create text lyricist. Click and it goes automatically to the left side. And we call it lyricist or arranger or editor. There you go. The next would be the composer name, very important. Create text composer, and automatically jumps to the right side of the page. So composer name, let's see, well, we just call it composer, of course. Then the next would be the footer. Now we're going to the bottom of the page. Footer of the page. The footer and header both are system text styles. So we go to create again, create text and system text, and we go to the footer. We can choose one of these, it doesn't matter so much because one is outside the edge, one is inside the edge. And for more information about what this means, inside, outside edge, have a look at my page number little tutorial. I explain everything in there. For now we just choose one of these, it doesn't matter which one, we call it footer. And because I'm going to change this setting later on, because I want to have it centered and at the bottom of the page, bottom margin, and 5 millimeters up from the bottom page. So I'm going to change this later on. So the last one is the page number, and Sibelius automatically creates a page number. And depending on the settings right now, there's nothing, because most of the time by default it doesn't show on the first page. But let's see where it is when I create a second page. And there you go. Let's take this off for a moment. Let's take this off for a moment. And there you have the page number in the top left of the page. So, but we can do a page number change, and that's what we're going to do later in the second part of this video, because I think I'm almost from a limit of 15 minutes already. One thing left is the gap before a bar. I always give the first system of a new piece a little gap in front of the first bar. If I do this by selecting the first bar, we're opening the properties. We go to bars, and there gap before bar, I set it to 5. There you go. So this is the first part of this little tutorial. See you in the next part, where we're going to see how we can change all the styles and the positions of these elements. See you next part.